The empty cup. Long ago, in the serene hills of ancient India, there was a renowned scholar named Arjuna. His reputation stretched far and wide as a man of great knowledge, someone who had mastered scriptures, philosophies, and countless disciplines. But beneath his wisdom was an insatiable pride, for Arjuna believed he knew all there was to know. One day, news reached him of a wise teacher named Buddha, who had gathered followers and inspired countless souls with his teachings. Skeptical yet curious, Arjuna decided to visit Buddha, not to learn but to challenge him, to prove his superior intellect. As Arjuna entered the quiet monastery, he saw Buddha seated under a large Bodhi tree, surrounded by disciples. There was a calmness about Buddha, a silent wisdom that seemed to radiate from his being. When their eyes met, Buddha smiled and gestured for Arjuna to sit. "Teacher," Arjuna began confidently, "I have studied the Vedas, the Upanishads, and the great philosophies of the world. I seek your guidance, though I doubt there is much left for me to learn." Buddha, without saying a word, nodded and called for tea to be brought. A disciple appeared with a pot of steaming tea and 2 cups. Buddha took the pot and began pouring tea into Arjuna's cup. He poured until the cup was full, yet he continued, allowing the tea to overflow and spill onto the ground. "Master," Arjuna exclaimed, startled, "the cup is full. It can hold no more." Buddha stopped pouring and looked into Arjuna's eyes with a gentle smile. "Just like this cup, your mind is full of knowledge, pride, and assumptions. How can I teach you anything new unless you first empty your cup?" Arjuna sat in stunned silence, the weight of Buddha's words sinking in. He realized that while he had filled his mind with knowledge, he had closed himself off from true understanding. His pride had blinded him, preventing him from seeing the infinite wisdom that lay beyond what he already knew. "I understand now," Arjuna said humbly. "Teach me, Master. I am ready to empty my cup." Buddha nodded, his smile warm and encouraging. The first step to wisdom is humility. Knowledge is not a treasure to hoard. It is a river that flows, and like water, it can only enter an empty vessel. Over the next few days, Arjuna stayed with Buddha and his disciples. He listened, observed, and learned, not just through words, but through the silence, the actions, and the stillness of the community. He saw how they lived in harmony, free of ego and full of compassion. One evening, Buddha gave Arjuna a task. He handed him a simple clay bowl and asked him to fetch water from a nearby stream. As Arjuna approached the stream, he noticed the water was clear and still. When he dipped the bowl, ripples spread across the surface, distorting his reflection. He suddenly remembered Buddha's words. "A mind full of ego is like a disturbed pond, unable to reflect truth clearly. Only a still and open mind can see the world as it truly is." When Arjuna returned, he bowed before Buddha. "Master, I now see that true wisdom is not in the accumulation of knowledge, but in the openness to learn, unlearn, and grow." Arjuna stayed with Buddha for many months, shedding his pride and embracing humility. When he finally returned to his village, he was a changed man. No longer did he speak with arrogance or flaunt his knowledge. Instead, he taught others to approach life with an open heart and mind, sharing Buddha's lesson of the empty cup. The villagers noticed his transformation and began to adopt his teachings. Over time, the small village became a place of peace, learning, and mutual respect, a testament to the profound impact of humility and openness. Moral of the story. The story of the empty cup teaches us that true wisdom begins with humility. In a world filled with noise, opinions, and information, it is easy to believe we know it all. But only when we empty our minds of ego and assumptions can we make room for growth, understanding, and enlightenment. Remember, life is a journey of continuous learning, and the greatest teacher is often silence. Let your mind be like an empty cup, ready to be filled with the beauty and wisdom of the world.